Do you ever wake up and feel like your lower back is already fighting you before the day even begins? I know that feeling all too well. A few years ago, I remember leaning over to tie my shoes and freezing halfway down. It was like someone jammed a knife into my spine. My wife asked if I was okay, and I lied. Truth is, I wasn't. I was in pain every single morning. Simple things like getting out of the car, standing up from a chair, or picking up a grocery bag became a battle. Doctors called it normal for my age. Some suggested painkillers. Others said to just rest. But rest made me weaker. And painkillers didn't solve anything. I didn't want to spend the rest of my 50s, or the years ahead, feeling fragile and broken. So I started digging. And what I discovered changed everything. Not overnight, not with magic, but with 3 simple moves I now do every single day. And for the first time in years, my back feels strong again. In this video, I'm going to show you the 3 simple movements I now do every day that have kept my back pain free and rebuilt strength in my core. No gym, no equipment, no long workouts, just a few intentional minutes each day. That made a bigger impact than any chiropractor ever did. Because here's the truth. If your core is weak, your back will always suffer. But when you activate the right muscles, gently, consistently, your body starts to support itself again. You stop compensating with bad posture, you move with more confidence, and the nagging pain begins to fade. These aren't flashy exercises, but they're exactly what men over 50 need to feel strong and steady again. And I'll be honest, exercise number 2 is the one that surprised me most. It's the reason I can now stand up after a long drive without that sharp, twisting ache. So stick with me. Your back and your future will thank you. Exercise. 1. Cat-cow stretch. I used to think morning stiffness was just part of being over 50, but one day I bent down to pick up my slippers and froze halfway. It wasn't a sharp pain. It was like my spine locked up mid-movement. Everything clenched. I had to brace myself on the wall just to stand back up. That's when I realized my back wasn't just stiff, it was slowly shutting down. The first move that began to change that, surprisingly, was the cat-cow stretch. It's a gentle, flowing movement that reconnects you with your spine. No force, no impact, just motion. It taught my back to move again, safely, after years of rigidity. Here's how you do it. Get down on all fours, hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Inhale as you arch your back, drop your belly, and lift your head and tailbone. That's the cow. Exhale as you round your spine up toward the ceiling, tuck your pelvis, and let your head drop. That's the cat. Repeat slowly for 8 to 10 deep breaths. Common mistake, going too fast. This isn't about reps, it's about control and breath. Move with intention and never force a range your spine isn't ready for. I do this first thing in the morning, sometimes even before getting out of bed. Just 2 minutes and I feel like my back has been oiled. It's the reset button that reminds my spine. You're safe. You can move. Exercise 2. Dead bug. I always thought I had a strong core until I tried this. The first time I did the dead bug, I couldn't believe how shaky I was. My arms and legs were moving, sure, but my core, it was fighting to stay stable. That's when it hit me. I wasn't weak because I was getting older. I was weak because I'd stopped training the muscles that mattered. The dead bug became a game changer. It doesn't just work your abs, it reteaches your body how to stabilize your spine. The single most important function for a pain-free back. Here's how to do it. Lie flat on your back. Bring your knees up so they're bent at 90 degrees, feet off the floor. Raise your arms straight up toward the ceiling. Now slowly lower your right arm and left leg toward the ground, keeping your back flat against the floor. Return to center, then switch sides. Go slow. Breathe with control. Don't let your lower back arch or lift. That's the whole challenge. Common mistake. Rushing the movement or letting the back peel off the floor. If you feel your spine lifting, reduce your range of motion. This isn't about big movements. It's about precise control. I started doing this every morning after my cat-cow. Within a week, I noticed something remarkable. I could get out of bed without rolling to my side first. My spine felt supported, not vulnerable. If you only try one move from this video, start here. Because once your core starts firing properly again, everything changes. Your posture, your strength, your confidence. Exercise 3. Glute Bridge. For years, I was focused entirely on my lower back, stretching it, icing it, babying it. But no one told me the real issue wasn't in my back at all. It was in my glutes. Weak glutes are one of the most common and most overlooked shared causes of chronic back pain in men over 50. When your glutes stop doing their job, your lower back picks up the slack, and it was costing me every time I stood up, bent down, or walked more than 10 minutes. The glute bridge helped me turn that around. Here's how to do it. Lie on your back, knees bent, feet flat on the floor about hip width apart. Engage your core, then press through your heels to lift your hips toward the ceiling. Squeeze your glutes hard at the top. Hold for a second or two, then lower down slowly with control. Start with 10 reps, holding each one for 2 to 3 seconds at the top. Focus on form. No arching your back, no pushing through your toes. Common mistake, using momentum or overextending the lower back. If you feel your hamstrings or lower back doing the work, pause and reset. You want to feel the burn in your glutes, not strain in your spine. After 2 weeks of adding this to my morning routine, I caught myself standing up from the couch without pushing on my knees. No groaning, no hesitation, just strength. It reminded me of who I used to be and who I still am. I spent years thinking my back pain was just part of getting older. But it wasn't. It was a message, a warning. My body wasn't breaking down, it was asking for attention. Once I started giving it that, just 10 minutes a day with simple focused movements, everything began to shift. I no longer feared the morning stiffness. I stopped avoiding stairs or long drives. I started trusting my body again. And I want that for you too. You don't need a gym. You don't need to be an athlete. You just need consistency and the willingness to show up, even if it's just for a few minutes each day. Because here's the truth most men don't hear. You can get stronger in your 50s, 60s, even 70s. Not by lifting heavy weights or chasing your younger self, but by building the foundation that holds everything together. Your spine, your core, your confidence. These 3 moves are now a non-negotiable part of my day, not because they're fancy, but because they work. They gave me back something far more valuable than just strength, freedom. So here's my challenge to you. Do these every morning for 7 days. Just 7. And if your back doesn't feel different, I want you to come back and tell me. But if it does, you'll realize you're not done yet. You're just getting started. If this video helped you, don't keep it to yourself. Hit that subscribe button and join a growing community of men over 50 who are rebuilding strength. One simple move at a time. Leave a comment below and let me know where you're watching from and which exercise made the biggest difference for you. And if you're ready to keep going, check out the next video on screen. It's all about how to build core strength without a single crunch. God bless you, my friend. Stay strong. Stay timeless.